All right, we're live. There we go. Right now, we're going to be painting the rest of my brick arms, or at least a good chunk. And what I'm going to be doing is they're going to be going from this, like the black barrel and all that, to these right here. The gray part and the last stream got taken out for copyright for some reason. They're going to be turned into that, and I'm just going to have to touch them up after all of them are done. So yeah, so let's get started. Bring over my water. And this is actually as fine of a brush as I could find. You know what? Here, I'll be back real quick. I'm gonna go try and find a different paintbrush. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. I'm gonna try these brushes right here. I think this is the same brush. Yeah, it's the same brush. Try this one right here, so this works. We'll start on my M1 Grand right here. Just take a little bit of paint. No, this one's not gonna work either. You know what? We're gonna stick with the original one that I used right here. Wet it a little bit. There we go. Put on a lot of paint, and then we're gonna be painting the back of the butt, the clip right there, the barrel, and then the trigger area is what we're gonna be cleaning. I mean painting. Just add about 2 coats onto these heavy areas. And then I did plan on, once I'm all finished, I'm gonna touch it up because I am painting over some Sharpie, which doesn't allow the paint to stick very well sometimes, so you may see a little bit of black on the guns, but that's okay. As long as it's not too noticeable, I'm fine with that. Put that right there. There we go. Right there. And then whatever parts get overlapped with paint, you just take a toothpick and just scrape it off. So it might be a little messy at first, but it's really nothing that can't fix. Actually, this will go like this. Took off it. Damn. Put this on again. Nice coat of that. Let me paint the barrel. I don't want to use too much so it clumps up, but painting over Sharpie, I have to get some really good coverage so none of the Sharpie shows. Through the paint here. There we go. And the bottom of the barrel is always the easiest part to paint. Just check around, see if I missed any. Right here I did. Tiny bit of Sharpie is showing, so all you gotta do is just dot on a little more paint. Let's go here. All right, and then this one is finished. And this is sort of the drying rack. It's just a 1x8 brick with a bunch of clips on it. So then these right here should be dry. So these right here are dry. I hope. Yep. So this is what the M1 carbine looks like. It's a little sloppy right now, but like I said, I'll have to go back in and retouch it up, which I'll do after all of this is done. But always test what it looks like on minifigures first. So this looks better, but you know, it's sort of, it's a little messy right now, but looks better than it did. So, and this one right here should be dried up. And here's an example of the toothpick. Like right here, I overlapped from the butt of the stock, and then it just literally no pressure at all. You go over the paint with the toothpick, and it literally just comes off like that. It doesn't damage the gun at all. Then you do the same thing right here. That, and then we go with that. All right, this one's good. Then the sniper rifle is dried up. There we go. think I got some right here, and I did. There we go. That's done. And for this stream, we're only going to do all of my M1s, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. So then we'll save the carbines for another time as well. All right, so let's get our paintbrush. Get that going. That. One second. See something here. All right, let's see here. So this we want to do one coat like that. There it is. All right. My dog is going crazy right now. And even if you guys just do like a Sharpie or so, like a silver Sharpie, like the quality of like your builds and stuff just go up with these. The tiniest details, like painting your guns or sharpieing them, just really adds a lot to builds, I've noticed, especially when they go from being plain black right there. I think you can see the glossiness of it to this, where even the trigger is painted. So these paints are not going to be the best, but it's not about being the best. This is the best I can do right now, and I'm actually really happy with. how these are turning out. I mean, there's still some Sharpie showing, but, you know, of course, it's never, ever gonna be perfect when you're painting over stuff that was already there, so not really too worried right now, but yeah, so after this one, we only have 8 M1 Grands, and then I'm gonna end the stream and then probably build a little bit on my mock, and then I might even upload a video tonight. Still not sure on what though. Because my Brickmania stuff, I know I'm gonna redo my entire German and American army. It's still saying Tuesday, so more than likely I'm just gonna have to wait almost an entire week to get that and just rearrange everything. So yeah, but in the meantime I'll just paint and like worry on other stuff, organize a little bit. It's also really hard to paint because the Sharpie is blocking what I need to see. Since it's black Sharpie, I can't really tell where I need to paint starts and where it ends. So yeah, this one's not looking too good. It's getting really blotchy. I don't know why it does that. Get on more paint. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, okay. So I have to go back and forth continuously for it to look like that. Okay. I've been doing it wrong this entire time. Good thing I tried out that technique. And when you go back and forth like that. Oh yeah, that's working a lot better. That's giving me way better coverage. Wow. Okay, there's that. Well, now we know what technique we have to use. There it is. There's the technique that we needed. Still a little Sharpie showing, but grab a little more paint, cover that up. Right there, just cover up any missing dots, like the front of the barrel needs to be covered. And just like that, we have another M1 Grand done, ready to dry. Right there. And then this is acrylic paint, so it does not take long at all to dry, which is a very good thing. Because once you're done with a batch of, when I finish this first one, by the time I paint 3 more, that'll be dry, and I just repeat the process. So this one can come off the rack and dry up. I'll actually touch up right here. Just touch up right there. There we go. Looks good right now. Right now we have 2, 4, 6. Yep, we've got 8 left. I think this is the one I tried to paint. We'll save this one for last. This one has Sharpie coming off, so it might be easier to paint this one. Let's find out. there's that. It's going by really quick now. I'm starting to get into the groove of it. Sort of like with the Brickmania stickers, the first couple of times it took me a while, but once you find your rhythm, you basically just fly through this stuff. But also to paint, it requires a little bit of patience. And when you do pour paint out like that, make sure you get the most out of it so you don't really waste your paint. Like whenever you decide to paint, make sure you're going to go through a good amount of stuff. Just so you can save cost as well. So there we go. Put this right here. We'll clean this up later with some toothpicks to get any excess paint off. And right now, I'm mainly worried about just getting these done right now, because the quality definitely will go up later. Once I come around to like filling in these tiny little some black splotches which are left over from the Sharpie. Also top.
Rock coming, baby.
Need help?
Now.
All right. This right here is another M1 Grandon. After this, you got 7 to go. Let that bad boy dry. That one's still a little wet, but painting definitely is a decent amount of work to go through, but it's definitely worth the time and effort that you put in, because you notice these differences. Right away, you notice the differences that painting does. There we go. I'm not really talking much this stream. Just sort of focused right now, but I just thought I'd stream this because it's unique and it's one of those more of the boring processes or processes, whatever you want to say. It's one of the slower, more boring parts of building Legos that really I don't see get covered too much, except for tutorials that are quick. But I know anybody who watches this one can relate to like the behind the scenes of getting stuff ready and how time consuming it can be and just how repetitive some stuff is. But I enjoy this stuff. I'm really enjoying painting this right now because I'm focused on what the outcome is going to be, and I have all the time in the world right now, so I'm not too worried. All right. That one's done. This one should be dry by now. Yep, this one's dry. And then as you take them off the rack, you just want to use the toothpick to remove excess that are in area. Remove any excess paint that's in areas where it does not need to be. This one actually looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad right now. Not a lot to do on that one. And just like that, we start the next one. Ugh, excuse me. Should probably go on this little rack right here, though. All right. Easiest part is done.